I don't want to say shalom. First and foremost, I want to give our praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone who teaches the truth and rule well. Salutations to your Akim, pushing this word of truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth. Shalom. Sha'at Gabar Karash. Going to a real quick lesson. That was on my spirit, man. I was just watching this video. This guy, he's basically a worldly guy. He's a ex-rapper, and he's into Islam. But he did a video, and he was basically speaking some truth in the video, man, concerning the times that we're living in, man. And it just was on my spirit, because I was like, you know what, to be to have that discernment in the spirit, man. This is when a lot of brothers, man, that come from we come from the ghettos, man. Jake been poor. We come from the ghettos, man, the hood, or whatever you want to call it, the trap, or whatever the hell you want to call it. Living that certain type of lifestyle, man, before you actually came into the truth. It's now you in this truth, it's somewhat beneficial and profitable to the body, because it's that discernment of certain spirits, man. It's just like when you come from that the ghetto or whatever, you come from that type of lifestyle, you can discern certain spirits, man, because you already been trained to live a certain way, man. You already been trained to, how can I say it, man? You already been trained to look for things to look out for, in certain individuals, man. When somebody moving funny, or you somebody, you can be around somebody and you be like, man, this dude ain't rap too tight, so you don't have too much conversation for him. You make yourself scarce, get away from that person. And not every brother has that discernment of spirit, man, because in the times we're living in, hey, you're gonna have that, man. You're gonna be at the you might be leaving out the grocery store, and you might, notice something funny. You might have seen somebody before you went in the grocery store, and they might still be out when you come out the grocery store. And some people may not take heed to that, but certain people who got that discernment of spirit, they're gonna take heed to that and watch them, keep an eye on them. You're gonna watch as you pull off from that grocery store to if they gonna pull off with you. Because hey, the sedition among men in the times that we're entering in, hey, man, a lot of brothers gonna get caught off guard because you don't have that discernment, man. That's why it's important that we, as a body, because every brother got their diverse gifts in this truth, man. Some brothers have more knowledge than other brothers, man. Some brother has more understanding. Some brothers have diverse tongues. Some brother have more experience. Some brothers are more traveled, and some brothers have that discernment of spirit where, brother may just be holding signs at camp, and watching you go back and forth with another brother. Then a brother might have that discernment of spirit to be able to, like, you know what, this ain't the dude to argue with, because he gonna end up hurting one of us, so we're gonna have to hurt him. And somebody else may not have that discernment of spirit. It's because of what? The background, the things we were subject to prior to coming into this truth. It's all to help build the body. For me, I would say I'm pretty a good discerner of spirits, man. In the world, we like to say you gotta know when to hold them and to fold them. All right, you gotta know when you're in a situation, and you gotta be able to see the end result before it even happened. You might be in a situation where you're like, man, look, I can see how this is gonna end. I'm just not gonna be a part of this situation. Then you might go home, and later on, look, that same situation you removed yourself from, it ended bad. People probably got hurt, shot, or whatever the case may be, because you got to be a good judge of character. You got to have that discernment of spirit, man. That's why us being in the poorest, being on the bottom of the totem pole, it's not always a bad thing, man. Because look, now we in this truth, and the times we're entering in time of Jacob's trouble, 2nd Ezra 15, 16 chapter, where it's about to be a famine, sedition among men. You kind of can peep spirits on people, and who you got to watch and who you got to basically remove yourself from, man. Because hey, and that's just the time we're living in, is to be able to discern these things. All right, But this is 1 Corinthians 12:7. It says, but the manifestation of the Spirit is given to every man to profit with them. All right. So that's the manifestation festation of the Spirit. Whatever your portion is, it was given to you to profit the body, to have that discernment, spiritually. All right. Verse 8, it says, for to one is given by the Spirit of the word of wisdom, to another the word of knowledge by the same Spirit. All right. So some brothers are deeper than others in this truth, man. Some brothers are they know a lot more precepts and can remember a lot more verses than other brothers, man. Brothers are well witty when it comes to the history, the secular history, lining it up with the scriptures. Is that it all helps the body, come together, and when we come together, we are a body. All right, one man can't do it by himself. It says, to another, the working of miracles. All right. It says, to another, prophecy, to another, discerning of spirits. All right. So that's the point right there, man. That discerner of spirits, man. And we got to be a good judge of character in the times we're living in. You got to be able to see somebody and know they ain't rap too tight, man. I don't even got a lot of rap for somebody like that. If you sincerely inquiring about something, I can go back and forth with you on some kind of debate or just having some kind of dialogue. But if I can tell through the Spirit, say if a guy come up, man, he's kind of a little thrown off, he maybe on something, maybe high off some weed, drunk, got a gun on him or something, or he's a type that that'll get frustrated and he'll kill. He's spilling blood, maybe no problem to him. Certain people can see that and be like, you know what, let's just leave this alone, because you can, through the Spirit, you can tell what type of guy this dude is, man. That's that discernment of the Spirit that men of the Lord we gotta have, and brothers whose IQ, spiritual IQ, far as on that level, may not be up there. Like a brother may be 100%, when it comes to biblical knowledge, secular history and all that. You may be on point, but when it comes to discerner of spirits, you may be at a 40. All right, which is cool. It's almost average, but really you gotta be able to boost your spiritual IQ for as like discerning spirits, man, discerning times we live, because the average person can't discern what time we living in, through the prophecies and us knowing the prophecies and the thing to look for. What we can discern the times and know what time that we're living in. That's why we can say, look, this thing is going to happen in our lifetime, America being destroyed, which is Babylon the Great in the scriptures. We can tell you these things are going to happen in our lifetime. What? Because the prophecy, being able to discern the times and everything that's taking place in the world. All right. So I wanted to get that word discerning, all right, in a blue letter. Let's see.
Strong's G 1253.
Diocrasis, all right. It says a distinguishing, discerning, judging. All right, you got to be able to distinguish between good and evil. You got to be able to distinguish if somebody got the Spirit on them or if they don't. We gotta be able to judge if somebody's going off or if they're not going off. We gotta be able to distinguish, the smoke screens that Esau throws out there and see the true plot, the true narrative, if you will, man. That brothers, you can't just be lackadaisical in this truth, man. We gotta constantly stay on our watch, like the scriptures say, man. When you stay on your watch, you can discern what times that we're living in. All right. I'm gonna get another precept because, like I said, this lesson, it's not a long, drawn out lesson, man. It's just through the Spirit to do it. For brothers, man, to be able to decipher, the BS, because the times we're entering in, man, you're gonna have to have that discernment, man, because you know, uh, knowing the scriptures is not gonna always save you, man. If you don't know when to act on them, like you may know all the scriptures in the world, but if you don't know how to act, or know when to flee, when you see Jerusalem compassed with armies, what good is knowing them that verse if you're not gonna act on it? You gotta have the discernment to know when to move, man. When you gotta be proactive in this truth, man. All right, Second Edges 9:1, it says, "He answered me then and said, measure thou the times diligently in itself." Right, measure. You got to measure the times diligently, man. Meaning, you don't not get a ruler, man. Meaning, pay attention to prophecy, man, to what's going on in the world, to know what to do next, man. You're being able to distinguish and discern through the spirit, man. That's, brothers, you got to be able to do that, man, through the spirit, man. You have to be able to, like, know what's coming next, man. You got to be able to distinguish, like, look, this is not the end right now. Though, brother, a lot of brothers get excited because you got coronavirus going on right now. That's a plague from Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah that's plaguing the whole earth. All right, but if brothers get excited, it's not the end yet, because through the spirit, what did the Lord say? These are the beginning of sorrows, man. All right, these are the beginning of sorrows. So it's still prophecy to go. They got to come in with that chip. Then America has to ultimately be destroyed, man. Have to go to war with Russia and China. You know, our American allies have to turn on her, and it's not quite to that point yet, but we on the brink of all that, man. You can say we on the cusp of all that, man, happening, but it's not full fledged, man. Esau's not, when you should know when Esau persecuting the men of the Lord, all right. You should know when he's coming down with that chip, which he already has it, and some people are already getting chipped up now, but it's not been forced upon people. It's been implemented gradually into society. That's when what how to judge. Like, all right, the end is right around the corner, man. It's time to go to the wilderness at that point. It's time for us to go to the wilderness, all right, and wait on the Lord, man. Wait for Babylon to be destroyed and wait for the Lord, man. Because through the spirit we have to be able to measure the times diligently, and that comes with discernment. All right, I'm gonna read this verse again and close out. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the times diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then should thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. All right, so look, we seen these things come to pass, and the Most High is visiting the earth because he said he would visit the world with these plagues. All right, so we know the Most High is showing signs in the heavens, man. And if you don't know how to discern things through the spirit, distinguish things, you won't know what time we in, man. You'll be like one of these other camps that don't know, what time and prophecy. You'll be like the Christians, man. They won't know what time we living in, man. They won't know that Babylon is America is Babylon the Great, because they can't see it through the spirit, man. They can't discern spirits. All right. So, hey, man, that's just something I wanted to touch on, man. Being able to discern spirits, man, is a gift that's going underrated, man. But hey, coming into this truth, man, you go through certain things prior to coming into this truth. Then once you come into this truth, it can be profitable to the body, man. So hey, it's good, man. For don't sleep on a brother's gifts or talents, man. Because we all got talents in this thing, man. If you don't want to, you want to utilize every gift, man. Because we're a body, man. You want to look, you can't just, you gotta utilize your feet. You gotta utilize your toes. All right, you can't just walk with no feet, or you can't you can't walk with no kneecaps, man. You gotta, hey, man, all these things work together to make the body better, man. You know and that's the only thing I want to speak on through the spirit, man, is because discernment of spirits, man, is really underrated. Underrated gift in this truth, man. And hey, the brothers who's that may be your gift. that the Lord gave you to discern spirits, man, and being able to help another brother with a matter. Save a brother come to you with a problem, and you so good at discerning spirits, man. You tell him something, and you hit the nail right on the head. You explained to him. You was able to explain to him what he was feeling, but he didn't know how to put it into words. You know what I mean? But you might be good at making it that easy for him. Brother come to you with a situation, and you say, "Hey, brother, this do this just like that," and it might resonate with a brother. Like, man, he might tell you, man, brother, you didn't hit the nail right on the head, man. It's like, brother might tell you, man, it was good talking to you, man, because you might hit the nail on the head. Just the same way through elder brothers and brothers in his truth, man. I might watch a brother video and I'm like, damn, through the spirit he was saying everything that I've been feeling, and it's just like, man, some brothers have a gift of discernment through the spirit, man, and that's beautiful, and it's an underrated gift, that the Most High have bestowed on us, man, and on certain men in His truth, man, and we want to utilize every brother's talent in His truth, man, for the body, for the betterment of the body, man. So, hey, man, through the spirit, don't let certain gifts go underrated, man, under the radar, man. Just cleave to one another in this truth. The scriptures say iron sharpening iron. Cleave to one another in this truth, man, because hey, man, your talents, man, might, it might help another brother, man. Hey, we can't be selfish, man. You can't be selfish and just like, man, you get a gift, and you just want it all for yourself or for your profit, man. You don't want profit the body. Can't be like that, brothers. But with that, I'm gonna close out. Give our praises unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Kakadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teaches truth and will well. And salutations to you, Aki, on pushing this word with truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth. Shalom.